Hi lovelies, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Catch Beres Collection. Today I'm going to show you people how I made this beautiful gown you are seeing here with this beautiful sleeve. Please, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my videos. So this is the pattern I'm going to use for this tutorial. Sorry, I have to use this plain sheet for it. So, and I've cut out the pattern I will use. This is it. So this is the armhole, this is the length, while this is the neck, back depth, while this is the front neck depth. So I'm going to use this pattern to cut out my cloth. So over to this place, this is the way I've placed it. I've placed my fabric in a bias form and I've placed my pattern this way. If you don't want much allowance on your flay gown, on your circular gown, you have to place it this way so that you will not have much allowance at the armhole. So I marked my starting point, and this is me measuring my gown length. I've measured my gown length. Remember, this gown is going to have ruffles at the down part of the gown, so I removed like 7 inches from the gown length. So I'm marking out the remaining one here. So in order to get the accurate gown length, you have to measure it from the starting point to that place. Yes, so you measure it all around. That is how to get the accurate measurement for the gown length. So I'm still marking it out. I mark it all around. So I'm still marking it. So this is it. This is it. Remember, in my pattern, I didn't add any sewing allowance to it. I didn't add sewing allowance to my pattern. So I'm going to add it right away before cutting it out. I'm going to add like 1.5 inches to my pattern. I will only add allowance to that my armhole, and every other thing will remain as the same. And at the shoulder, I've added 1/2 inch for sewing. So this is me cutting it. I'm cutting out the back first. So this is it. While sewing your own or while cutting it, don't bother. Any shape that you see, just keep on cutting it. We get a better result following this method. So this is me adding my own sewing allowance, my shaping allowance. Like I said before, I'm going to make my own 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches. So this is it. That's the only allowance I've added here. So this will make your gown not to have excess allowance at the bust area or at the armhole area. Yeah. So this is it. I'm done cutting it all. I'm done cutting out the back one. So what I'll do is to place it on the front one and cut it out. This is it. This is my back one. So this is it. This is it. It's very easy to do. So I've cut out the front one, but this is the back part of my dress. This is the back. So what I need to do now is to open up the back. I'm going to open it up by 6 inches or 7 inches. It depends on what you want. But me, I used 6 inches to open up my back part. So this is how I opened it up. So for me, I'm going to turn it up. I'm going to turn it using my facing. I'm going to turn it using my facing. So I believe all of you know how to turn a cloth using facing. So this is the front. I've went ahead to recut the neck depth. Meanwhile, I used 2.5 inches for the neck width and 3 inches for the neck depth for the front, while for the back is 1 inch. So over here, this is how I cut out my sleeve. So I've cut out my pattern already. So if you watch one of my videos here, you will see how I cut out the pattern for my sleeve. So this is how I've placed it. Take a look at it very well. This is how I placed it. So if you want your sleeve to look exactly like the one I have here in my video, this is how you are going to place it. And remember how I take my measurement. If I am cutting a circular gown, this is how I take it from the starting point of my folded material. This is how I get my measurement. So add 4 to 5 inches to the length of your sleeve while cutting this, because if you take a look at the sleeve very well, you will notice that the sleeve really dropped. It really dropped. So you have to add like 4 to 5 inches to your sleeve length if you want to achieve that effect. So this is how I cut it. It's not difficult. This is how I cut it. Then if you don't want your own to be as big as this one you have here, you can as well reduce it while folding it. You know, this is folded in a bias way, so you can as well reduce your own while folding it. So this is it. You now cut it out. So this is it. Please, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, if you have not liked my video, please, I beg you with the name of God, like my video, share my video. Thank you so much. I love you all. So this place, you are going to gather it. And this is how it's going to look like after sewing it. So this is how to achieve that kind of sleeve. Meanwhile, remember, this sleeve is going to have a band. So what you need to do is to remove like 5 to 6 inches from the sleeve length. Remove 5 to 6 inches from your sleeve length for the band. So this is the cloth. I'm done with the facing. Then I'm done with the shaping of the clothes as well. Shaping both the shoulder, both the sides. So I'm done. This is it. This is the armhole. I've shaped the clothes already. So we are moving. So this is the band of the clothes. This is the one that will be at the neck of the clothes. Remember that it's going to have a turtleneck. So this is the one that will be at the neck of the clothes. So the measurement I have here is 3.5 inches. I have 3.5 inches, and the length, okay, towards here I have 4 inches to create the belt effect. So over here, this is the sleeve. I'm done with the shaping. I'm done with the shaping. So see where I left and I folded it in. I left it and I folded it in so that I'll be able to attach my band and tie it. So this is the sleeve. Can you see where I left? I left like almost 5 inches up. 5 inches, yeah. So this is the band, the sleeve band. This is it. So what I have here is I have like 4.5 inches, and the length is 32. So this is it. This is it. This is it. And this is how I'm going to attach it. Take a look at it very well. Take a look at it very well. You are going to detect the center. So after detecting the center, you now turn it in. You turn it in, then make sure that the center you've decided is obvious. Make sure that your center is obvious. So try and detect the center. You can notch it as well. So after detecting the center, you can measure your round sleeve. So the one I have is 8 inches. So I'm going to divide it into 2, measure out 4 inches this way, then measure out 4 inches the other way, making it 8 inches. Then from that 4 inches, I will sew to the end, and from this part of 4 inches, I will sew it to the end. Then I will turn it. Then attach the sleeve in the opening that I left. So that's how you are going to attach it. And the same thing is applicable to the neck. So the length I have here for the neck is 60, call it 61 inches. That's what I have for the neck. So the same way you attached your band, that's the same way you are going to attach your neck band. So over here, I've cut out some materials that I will attach at the down part of the gown. So what you have to do is to measure around the down part of your gown and multiply it into 3. Whatever thing you get, multiply it by 3, and that will tell you the length of what you are going to cut out. It will tell you the length of what you are going to cut out, and I've cut out my own. This is it. It is 7 inches. Then I'm going to pleat it all around my gown. I'm going to pleat it all around, then fold in this down part, and that is it. Don't forget to add your sewing allowance when cutting your own out. So this is it. I'm going to sew it and show you what it looks like. So this is the gown. Isn't it beautiful? Very beautiful and fine and gorgeous. Please like my video and share my video, and above all, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much.